3. Engaging your brain with music. Music is the medicine of the mind. John A. Logan, American soldier and political leader. We have discussed in detail how music works with the heart's intelligence, and the benefits of creating heart coherence, but music can affect more than just our heart. Music can bring similarly spectacular results as a transformative and healing tool for our brain. 4 ways music engages the brain. The field of music and neuroscience is greatly expanding and is indicating many beneficial ways music can engage and change the brain. Let's discuss music's role in engaging emotion, memory, learning and neuroplasticity, and attention. In looking at the many ways that music engages the brain, we can begin to understand how creating a consistent musical program can target and enhance certain brain functions. Emotion. Research indicates that music stimulates emotions through specific brain circuits. 6. We can easily see how music engages emotion when a child smiles and begins to dance to a rhythm. He is experiencing the emotion of joy from the music. We also see this when parent and child connect through song. Have you ever listened to a mother singing a lullaby to her newborn baby? It is probably one of the most significant bonding experiences you will ever witness. Outside of it being an emotional experience, it is also a physical experience. One reason for this is a hormone related to bonding called oxytocin. The cuddle hormone, as it's sometimes called, can be released by singing. 7. No wonder music is such a profound emotional experience for both mother and child. In addition, research indicates that music assists in producing an array of other beneficial molecules in our biological pharmacy. Listening to music can create peak emotions, which increase the amount of dopamine, a specific neurotransmitter that is produced in the brain and helps control the brain's reward and pleasure centers. 8. We often feel emotions are experienced from our heart, but an enormous part of emotional stimulus is communicated through the brain. Our newfound understanding of how music engages the brain and heart is leading to innovative ways to utilize music to create emotional understanding. A study from the Journal of Music Therapy shows that using songs as a form of communication could increase emotional understanding in autistic children. The study incorporated specific songs to portray different emotions. For example, a composition by Beethoven could be used to represent sadness, or the song Happy by Pharrell Williams could be used to represent joy. The children could then indicate and identify emotions based on the songs that represented them. Music succeeded where verbal language failed. Music was able to bridge the brain and heart. 9. Music evokes and engages our emotions in many stages of our lives, both individually and in groups. Music can evoke the deepest emotions and help us process fear, grief, sadness, and resentment, even if these emotions are held on a subconscious level. Memory. Imagine an elderly man in a wheelchair. His head droops down to his chest, almost in a state of unconsciousness. His name is Henry and, sadly, he is disconnected from the world around him due to severe Alzheimer's. What might reconnect him to the world and improve his awareness? The movie Alive Inside chronicles how music can assist in regaining parts of memory and improve the quality of life of Alzheimer's patients. One of the caretakers in Henry's nursing home interviews his family to find out the type of music Henry used to enjoy listening to before Alzheimer's affected him. By creating playlists incorporating music specifically for Henry, the caretaker helps Henry reconnect with the world around him. His eyes open, he is aware, and he is able to communicate. He was reconnected to his life from the music his music. A 2009 study from Petrojanata at the University of California, Davis, found that there is a part of the brain that associates music and memories. When we experience emotionally salient episodic memories that are triggered by familiar songs from our personal past. 10 In other words, our own familiar music can reconnect us with deep, meaningful memories from our past, like it did in Henry's case. These principles are what we will use later to form the basis of specifically constructed playlists to evoke certain emotional responses that we wish to produce. Learning and neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. According to medicinenet.com, neuroplasticity allows the neurons, nerve cells, in the brain to compensate for injury and disease and to adjust their activities in response to new situations or to changes in their environment. 11. To further clarify, when our brain is damaged, it can find or create new pathways to function properly. Amazingly, music can provide the stimuli to create these new pathways and to help the brain rewire itself in the case of brain injury. For instance, in a groundbreaking study by the University of Newcastle in Australia, popular music was used to assist patients with severe brain injuries in recalling personal memories. The music helped the patients to reconnect to memories they previously could not access. It's like getting directions to a location. If a road is closed, or you are stuck in traffic, there is sometimes an alternate route to get to the same place. Music can help map that alternate route. A great example of this is shown in the case of former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. Congresswoman Giffords experienced a brain injury as the result of a gunshot wound, which affected her language center and left her almost unable to speak. By engaging her brain through music therapy, singing, and melodic intonation, she was able to provide new information to the brain through music and create a reorganization that helped her to make the connections necessary to relearn language. This is an extreme case, but many of us have experienced some kind of neuroplasticity in our normal lives. Neuroplasticity, simply put, is our brain's ability to repair connections and find alternate pathways to memories, emotions, and even physical systems such as speech, and utilizing music is a wonderful way to achieve this. Attention. Ever hear a song that engages you so profoundly it takes hold of your full attention? By engaging our brain and our attention in the right ways, music is able to activate, sustain, and improve our attention. Using brain images of people listening to short symphonies by an obscure 18th century composer, a research team from the Stanford University School of Medicine investigated the power that music has to hold our attention and showed that peak brain activity occurred during a short period of silence between musical movements when seemingly nothing was happening. This led the researchers to theorize that listening to music could help the brain to anticipate events and hold greater attention, just as the listeners demonstrated when they seemed to pay closest attention during the anticipatory silences between musical movements. My theory is that these silences are indeed part of each composer's intention to guide the listener in interpreting and integrating the music. It is the space between the notes that captivates our full attention and allows the busy mind to communicate and integrate with the heart. It is in these silences, where our focus is total and complete, that true balance and healing can occur, as our brain and heart move into coherence. On the other hand, we have all experienced how certain types of music can distract us or make us inattentive to tasks at hand. This makes complete sense. Unlike the attentive silences of the previous study, some Songs can negatively engage our attention, as we become part of the song's story or scene. Lyrics are descriptive and engage our analytical mind, which could divide our attention. As we move forward in the following chapters, you will be encouraged to become an expert on using music to access targeted states. You will learn how to use music as a bridge to shift moods, relax, increase your focus, and gain motivation. What's exciting is that you can assist your heart and brain as they move to more balanced and synchronized states. Using music, sound, and vibration. Ways to engage the brain using music. Now that we have seen some of the ways that music engages the brain, let's learn how we can take a role in implementing some of these benefits into active processes. Play an instrument. Musical improvisation, which is a spontaneous creative idea, is a perfect example of how music utilizes both sides of the brain. Our technical skills are utilized to play the instrument and affect the left side of the brain, while the new creative ideas or improvisation flowing through us affect the right side. In addition, we are tapping into the power of our hearts by embedding the music with our emotion. On a spiritual level, when I improvise, I always feel like the ideas are flowing through me in collaboration and connection with a larger field and something outside myself. If you want to engage both your brain and heart with music, improvise. This practice is not limited to just musicians. I have seen many a friend make up his or her own words to songs on karaoke night. This skill of improvising can also be applied in different areas of our lives to find creative solutions and improve cognitive abilities and spontaneous thought, which in turn can assist with the challenges we face in our daily lives. Sing. In addition to singing having beneficial effects for our heart, it also affects our brain as well. Keep in mind that it's about the act of singing itself, not how well you sing. Some studies have demonstrated that singing, even bad singing, provides emotional, social, and cognitive benefits. 12. In addition, in later chapters we will show how music can be used to improve speech function and decrease stress, anxiety, and depression. Chant. For thousands of years, chanting has been used as a vehicle to form a deeper spiritual connection. This is especially true of the sound Om, which is said to contain every sound in the universe within it. As we chant Om, we can release mind chatter and our focus shifts to a deeper spiritual connection. But chanting also benefits our physical body as well as our spiritual one. A pioneering study revealed that chanting the word Om could engage the area of the brain that is associated with calmness and a sense of inner peace. fMRIs, functional MRIs, were used to scan the brain while people chanted different sounds and syllables, including SSSS and OM. While chanting the sound of SSSS showed no benefit, chanting OM activated the area of the brain associated with a sense of peacefulness. 13. Drum. Research indicates that specific beats can induce different brain wave frequencies and can induce a deeply relaxed state. 14 other studies show that participation in group drumming led to significant improvements in many aspects of social emotional behavior. 15. The potential of the benefits of drumming on the brain is leading to some amazing collaborations. Mickey Hart, former drummer of the Grateful Dead, paired with neuroscientist Dr. Adam Gazzaley in hopes of gaining a deeper understanding of how music directly affects different brainwave states and how it may help specific brain conditions. Dr. Gazzaley measured Hart's brainwave activity as he played at concerts. Hart led a drum circle of over 1,000 people. It demonstrated the natural power of group rhythmic entrainment, and their findings supported Recent studies that indicated how playing a musical instrument can strengthen and exercise the aging brain. We'll discuss the benefits of drumming more later on. Brainwave entrainment. Another powerful way to engage the brain with music, sound, and vibration is through brainwave entrainment. Although this section gets a bit heady, excuse the pun, I invite you to stick with me and embrace your inner geek. Heart entrainment, discussed in the previous chapter, shows how the internal rhythm of our heart can synchronize to the external rhythm of music to create more orderly, beneficial heart rhythms. But music can also entrain the brain to more relaxed states, where we become more focused and attentive and can increase our cognitive abilities, sleep more soundly, and learn to meditate. While heart entrainment is based upon synchronizing the heartbeat to specific tempos, or beats per minute, brain entrainment is based on the brain synchronizing to specific frequencies, which are measured in hertz. Hertz? Specific frequencies induce different states in our brain. During our active day, most of us are in beta states. We are moving at a faster pace when our attention is on our outer world, work, family, etc. And our faster brain frequencies reflect this. As we move to more relaxed brainwave states, we become calmer. We can induce the alpha state by closing our eyes, breathing slower, and listening to calming music. As we travel into an even deeper state of relaxation, we move into a theta brainwave state. This can occur through meditation and also through relaxation music. It is in alpha and theta states that we tap into enhanced creative frames of mind. As our bodies progress into deep sleep, we are in delta and our brain waves have fully slowed down. Music is a delivery system of frequency. Each note has a specific frequency, but we can also embed additional brainwave frequencies outside of the standard notes into music to allow the brain to entrain to our desired states. When our internal brain waves synchronize to the external brain wave frequencies that are contained in the music, this is called brainwave entrainment. For instance, if I were looking to move into a very creative state, I would utilize music that contains alpha and theta frequencies. If I have insomnia, I might incorporate music that contains delta frequencies. There are many technologies that are used to induce and target the different brain frequencies, including binaural beats, isochronic beats, monaural beats, and many more. Each type could have its own chapter. I invite you to investigate the pros and cons of them all and see which ones resonate with you. In addition, I am creating my own delivery system called adaptive music, which utilizes specific harmonics to accommodate the different targeted brain states. An amazing amount of research has been done to prove the benefits of music on the brain, but we've only just scratched the surface. There is so much excitement and potential around integrating music as a transformative pathway to heal and improve our brains. I am thrilled to be working with Dr. Daniel Amen, who is a double board-certified adult and child psychiatrist, author, and researcher. We will be conducting exciting new research to determine how my music may provide supportive benefits to the brain and to determine how to create and influence positive changes by selecting specific pieces of music to improve brain function. I have also had the privilege of working with Dr. Joe Dispenza, a researcher, lecturer, and author, and have composed live music to accompany his meditations with over 500 attendees at each workshop. During these powerful meditations, a group of participants was studied using EEG brain mapping technology to determine specific brain activity. The research showed people reached very coherent brain wave states in a very short period of time during the meditations. It is amazing to see firsthand how music and meditation can help in moving people to beneficial brain states where transformation can occur. Knowing how to entrain both our hearts and our brains can lead us to a place of true synchronization, where our heart and mind are seamlessly connected in constant communication through the music we listen to. At the end of the chapter, I have provided examples of the types of music that induce the different brainwave states to help you get started on your journey toward your own brain entrainment exercises. As you become more familiar with the frequencies that evoke specific responses within your brain, you should feel free to branch out and find other pieces of music that can help you achieve these brainwave states. Imagine being able to utilize the power of both your brain and heart for transformation and healing. All it takes is choosing the right set of music. Sound tools for transformation. The suggested music below incorporates different targeted brainwave states. Review the brainwave chart in this chapter and select one of the pieces below to move you to the brain state of your choice. Listen to a piece of music that brings you to a highly elevated and inspired emotional state. I love to listen to powerful instrumental music like that of Vangelis or epic soundtrack music. Moving to this brain state creates the potential for the production of beneficial hormones, neurotransmitters, and other molecules in your body. For example, after listening to music, serotonin levels can increase. Serotonin is involved in the sleep-wake cycle, mood, and the control of pain perception. Choose a piece of familiar music to engage your memory. Find a song that takes you back to an event that engages positive emotions. Notice how the brain not only remembers the music, but also the original emotion. Use this powerful tool on a daily basis. Suggested music. Wisdom of the Heart by Barry Goldstein. A beautiful 1-hour musical journey that gently entrains the heart and brain to a more relaxed, coherent state. Transcend from your type of beta days to peaceful alpha nights. Deep Theta 2.0 Part 1 by Stephen Halpern. Allow the trance inducing shakuhachi bamboo flutes and the legendary signature Rhodes electric piano of Stephen Halpern transport you into a deep theta brainwave state. Delta Sleep System Part 1 by Dr. Jeffrey Thompson. A wonderful tapestry of lush sound and minimal melodies creates the perfect foundation to assist with sleeping challenges or winding down before bedtime.